Hello friends, SentinalhMC here, and welcome to a brand new game I'm playing. This game is currently in alpha. I'm playing a game called Graveyard Keeper. And if you played Stardew Valley, this game is going to look quite similar, probably, and it actually plays a little bit similar too. And we'll take a look at this game. It's a pretty funny game. It's got a lot of really macabre humor to it, and I think it's really fun. Now, it's a little slow in the beginning, but I'm about 7 days into it. Not real days, 7 in-game days into it. I've got this bread dough here, but I can't pick it up because I got no inventory space. Look at this. There's too much stuff in my inventory. Okay, let's see. I don't need to carry this around. One thing I do like about the inventory system is that you can just click once and stuff moves. You don't gotta like drag it or anything. This is a game. It's made by the creators of the game Punch Club, and I'm liking it. I played Punch Club. No, there's nothing I can do there. Before, it was a bit interesting, but it was also quite grindy. Punch Club was a bit too grindy. This one's still got grindy aspects, namely these points over here, but it's not nearly as, I don't want to say bad, because Punch Club was a fun game, but it was definitely a bit repetitive and difficult to manage, I felt. This game takes some of those similar things. Mainly, it takes the idea of building up those 3 colors of things, and puts it in I think a much more interesting setting. So in the game of Graveyard Keeper, I've got this graveyard. This is my graveyard, and I have to I inherited this old crappy graveyard, and I've got to sort of make it, well, not sort of, I got to make it better. So it's interesting. The graveyard has a value, a quality value. It's currently at -15, and that's based on on how well repaired the graves are, as well as the presence of these little weedy bushes, which I don't want here. So I gotta dig them up. Everything is based on energy, similar to Punch Club. A lot of things in this game are, but mechanically similar. But as you see, as I'm digging these things up, oh no, my rusty shovel broke. I gotta go fix it. I'm gaining these little points. And one of the main mechanics of the game is the research tree technologies, and you have to gather these points in order to get them. So you get red points by doing physical labor and materials work. You gain green points by nature-based work, like you get it from making food and also digging up certain things and foraging for things. And blue points are spiritual things, which I can't get yet because I don't have access to the church yet. So what I need to do is I need to get the recipe for the simple gravestones. Now I can make gravestones, so I can start putting gravestones, new ones, on these graves, and that'll make the quality of my graveyard much better. Oh, and here comes the donkey. Every evening, oh, not every evening, it doesn't seem like, but most evenings, the donkey shows up and delivers a corpse. And in that little tinkle of the bell, you can hear anywhere in the game. You don't have to be right here. You can always hear it. And as soon as he drops it off, the body starts to decay, and you have a limited amount of time to get it in the ground. Now, I don't have any mortuary activities unlocked, so I can't do anything to prepare the body for burial. So all I can do at the moment is to just bury it in the ground as is. But hopefully this video, I'll be able to... oh no, I forgot, my shovel's broken. Darn it. I gotta go fix it. I forgot about that. So I gotta fix my shovel with the whetstone, and then I gotta work it. Everything requires energy. Got my whetstone back, got my shovel back. Grab my hammer just in case. Okay, so now that that's fixed, let me go and eat some bread to get some energy back. We'll head back to the graveyard. Hopefully that body's not too bad. Although if it is, I don't have to bury it. You'll see what else I can do with it if it gets below 90%. Ooh, we're still at 95. Okay, we're fine. We are fine. This body is still, in plenty good condition. Takes about, and then see, an open grave reduces the quality. of the graveyard quite a bit. Okay, so my graves are at -1, unfortunately. So until I start making positive quality graves, I can't get the graveyard quality up. I've got a quest right now to get the quality up to 5. I've met these people. There's NPCs all over the place, and it tracks your relationship with them. So you have a relationship with everybody, and as you do stuff for them, then you get you know, the relationship goes up. So I got Jerry, the little talking skull, the donkey. This is the guy that runs the church. He's the guy that I have to reach 5 quality at the graveyard. Darn it, the night's almost over. That's the really annoying part about the donkey bringing the bodies at the evening, because the way this works is that as you sleep to regain energy, you regain way more energy if you're sleeping at night. I'm gonna wake up. I don't want to sleep the day away. I've already slept until noon. Okay, I got my dough. Do I have the firewood? I got the firewood, so we'll fuel the stove and then we'll bake some more bread. Wonderful. What the heck, donkey? You're bringing another body? Oh man, already body time? Whatever, it can stay there for a bit. I don't care. This thing about this game, you're taking care of the dead, but the game is so nonchalant about everything that it's kind of funny. Okay, so here we go. We're at the village. This is the village, right? There is a town. This is the alpha version of Graveyard Keeper, I should mention. The game looks great, by the way. I love the art style. This is the alpha version, and so every time you bury someone, you get these burial certificates, and that's the main way that you make your money, is you sell them to the trader here, the guy at the bar. So we're gonna sell that to him, and then we're gonna leave. And similar to like Stardew Valley, all the people have a schedule that they follow, but certain people are always out front of their house, like the blacksmith here. He's always here. So I'm gonna trade, and I'm gonna buy some nails. I'm gonna buy 5 nails. I know I'm gonna need more nails, so just buy that many nails. Yeah. Whetstones are really expensive, but they last a long time. Okay, so now that I have my nails, we'll go back to the house, which is going to take forever. I also wish there was like a fast travel. So we need to build ourselves a stone cutter. I'm going to put it right there. You can always deconstruct these things and rebuild them elsewhere, so you get half the resources back, I think, that you spent to build it. Alright, so now we've got it. We need to craft gravestones. I have a bunch of stone pieces, so we can go ahead and craft this. It's going to take a while. That takes a lot of energy. Holy crap. Ooh, but that's a lot of red. Okay, this is awesome. That's a lot of red points. So the issue that I've been having, and the reason that the early game is so slow, in my opinion, is that these red points are really difficult to get your hands on. I find that it takes, you know, this is the first activity I've been able to do that actually gives you more than 1 red point. And because it's manual labor, the red points require you to do things like dig up bushes and cut down trees and, you know, things like that, which takes a lot of energy. So in the early days, you're not really gaining a whole lot of it. Okay, so we need to take a look at how we can make these graves nicer. Let's take a look at the quality of the bodies that are actually in these graves. See, so red skulls are bad things that you need to take out before you bury it. I obviously don't have the ability to do that yet because I haven't researched it, so most of these bodies have a red skull. But if I have any that don't, then I'd want to prioritize that grave. Because yeah, at some point we want to exhume all of these red skull bodies and do something else with them. Dang, that's a bad one. Alright, but basically what we want to do is we just want to slap down some... Okay, so I can remove this wooden cross here that's all busted up. And I can put in this nice one. which I assume is going to give me, you know, more of a boost. Okay, it's only at +1. Great. Not nearly as good as I was hoping for, but whatever. We'll just start sticking these gravestones down. The gravestones, from what I've read, are basically the best way to increase the appeal. Alright, I don't have any food to eat. I'm out of bread. But anyway, we'll go and grab the body. Doop. And go into our morgue. This is where Jerry hangs out. Put it on the autopsy table. And now we can do stuff to it. So we can remove its flesh, which actually makes the body worse quality. It gives us fewer white skulls. We want more of these white skulls. Or we can remove the blood and the fat. Now, because we're a mortician, this is what we want to do. We want to extract the blood. I know, this game's really macabre. And now that's gotten rid of a red skull, and we now have 3 white skulls. But we can go further. If we extract the fat, now we have 4 white skulls. So we can empty the table. This is now a high-quality body. Unfortunately, we lack the energy to actually bury it, so what we're going to try and do is sleep for at least long enough to get a decent amount of energy. I can't sleep all night or the body will be bad, but maybe we can get just enough energy to actually bury it. I don't know if the percentage on this is based on in-game time or real game time, or real time. Because somebody said that it takes about 30 seconds for the body to reach below 90%. But I don't know if that's... I mean, obviously that's real time. But... okay, so we'll drop that in. So you see, so now because this is a quality body, it's already at 1. And see, that's the thing about these graves. It's not just the... it's not just the gravestones and things that make the difference. It's the quality of the body. I buried a lot of bodies in there that are very low quality. We're going to repair this desk. Everything needs components to repair. There we go. We've repaired that, and now we need flitches and nails. And the preparation place, I think, is this over here. We don't need another one of those. We need pallets. So I need flitches and nails. Anyway, the bishop should be over there. Let's go take a look at him. I think I see him right there. Yeah, here he is. So we're still at -9, and he wants us to be at, you know, +5. We'll just go ahead and dig these up, get some more sticks. This will be the last of the bushes that are reducing our quality. So the next things that we need to do are take a look at these. The stone grave fences. Wait, was that a donkey? Basically, we need to put gravestones and, like, fences around these things. There we go. Bloop. Don't know that I'll have enough energy for all this. We need to extract that blood. I think that the bodies do decay when they're on this table. And we'll extract the fat. In my opinion, extracting both of these should make the body decay much more slowly. Do all this. So this is one of my higher quality bodies. It's got 4 white skulls. So we're gonna put the gravestone over here because it's gonna be the most useful. Because we're not gonna exhume that body. So now this is a level quality 3 grave. Whereas if the body is really bad, this gravestone here is almost kind of wasted right there. I should probably take it up because I want to exhume that body later and replace it with a better one. Alright, so I don't have any interest in dealing with this body because I'm tired, I have no energy to do it, and I don't really need the money right now. So we're going to go over here, and you know what's coming. We're going to throw the body into the river. You can just do that, and there aren't any, as far as I know, there aren't any negative repercussions to just chucking the body in the river. You just don't get any energy from it, any money. You know, you don't get that burial certificate, so you don't make money. But nobody cares. I mean, I have to wonder where that body is going to end up. The bread can just stay on the floor, it doesn't matter. It's a river, it goes somewhere. Somebody's going to notice that. Hello, merchant. And he's hiccuping. I apologize, but I won't buy you stuff unless it's something invaluable. I doubt you can find something like that. I'm new here. Everyone thinks I'm the keeper at the local graveyard, but I'm from another world and need to go back. I understand you all too well. This world's not mine either. Mine's a world of grandeur, the places of the town. I'm not so lucky to be highborn, so I have to earn my blah blah. Talk to him about the garden. This guy technically owns the garden. That was many years. It's quite a valuable commodity now. How about 10 gold? That's way too much. 5? Too much. You're a poor man who wants to earn a little money. We can discuss the terms of your rent. Let's make a deal. You deliver a batch of carrots, cabbages, and onions. That's a deal. So I made a batch of carrots. A small favor. How can I help you? After a good dinner, I have the hiccup grass. Swamp. So he wants me to go to the swamp and find him something called hiccup grass. Trade. He sells grape seeds. So he sells high quality grape seeds, silver starred, as well as lower quality. I do want to buy some grape seeds. It's probably going to take 4. And that's because I found a place where you can grow them. I only have 1 slot though, so I can only buy like 1 seed. Oh, I need cabbage. So we're gonna buy 8 cabbage seeds. That'll let me plant 2 cabbage patches, and maybe we'll get some kids. I like this game a lot so far. This game is an alpha. I want to remind you again, this is an alpha version of the game. Although the developers are updating it essentially every day. There's basically an update like every single day. You can get the alpha. You can buy it from their website. I think they're charging $25 to get into the alpha. A little high as far as alpha access goes, but I'm imagining that the finished game is going to be more expensive, so getting in now wouldn't be the worst idea. I need more firewood. So this is Witch Hill. So this is where the Inquisitor burns witches. There's nothing to do right now, but this thing here is the portal. I guess the main goal of the game is to figure out how to activate that portal, which is interesting. From like a fantasy world. I mean, we knew we were in a fantasy world. There's a talking skull. Okay, so we're gonna come down here to the vineyard. I got this 1 plot that I fixed up earlier, and we're gonna plant these grapes. Cool. So now we're gonna see how much money we can get for the grapes. Obviously, I don't know how to make wine, so we can't do that. Hoping beyond hope that these 2 gravestones might be enough. I don't think they will be, to push us up to 5, because I really like him to. I really like to satisfy that requirement. Get inside. Okay. So basically the gravestone will take one of my nice graves and increase it by 2. Thankfully it doesn't take too much work to set the gravestone in place. We're at quality 2. Oh no, we're gonna be just shy. Okay, so we're at 4. How do I get the extra 5? I mean, I know how. Obviously, I could just make another gravestone. But if the donkey drops off another... Darn it. Just eat all these berries. The donkey drop... I need to run to the town. I'm not going to have enough energy to do another body unless I go to the town and buy some food. Okay, so I'm extracting the blood. And then the fat. I could actually take the skull and the skin off this body. The thing is, I don't want to do that. I want this body to be high quality. If I take the skin off and take the skull out, then it'll lower the quality of the body. And then it won't give me the extra appeal I need to complete this dude's mission. It'll actually lower the appeal. So if I was going to do that to the body, I would probably just end up throwing the body in the river. It sounds so awful when I just come out and say things like throw the body in the river. I'm gonna have to start removing the skin from bodies though. Oh no, my shovel broke! Okay, I can fix it. Okay, we can do it. We can do it without the shovel. Good. So we've done it. We're at quality 5. So in the morning, when the bishop shows up, we'll be able to complete the quest. Okay, here's the bishop. I fixed the graveyard. I was definitely right about you. I hereby pronounce you official keeper of this holy place and prior of this church. Let's arrange your first sermon. Yeah, we can get in the church now. Ha ha, it'll be a great honor. Just stand at the pulpit and speak the words. What words? The words. Ha ha. Actually, you could just say whatever you want. This guy is weird. You know, this place isn't so bad. Put up some extra decorations, some nice candles, music, incense. Get all oiled up for a nice massage. Long story short, all this stuff will help you to get more faith, and faith is power. I have a recipe. A prayer for faith and perk preacher. I don't have any inventory space. But I can't just drop things on the ground. I have to destroy them. Now I have the casual prayer. Now I can start praying. Craft. May the force be with you. Haha, not too bad, but my sermons are much better. Really? I've never seen one of your sermons. You should really prepare for your next ceremony. I think that previous prior kept some books with the proper words in the church library. You'll probably find some weird stuff in there too. He considers himself a scientist. Haha, you can throw all that stuff out. Blueprint, study table, perk, curious mind. Find, gathering old books. Just giving you a story. I want a story. I'll spread word about your next ceremony. Maybe next week someone will show up. By the way, as prior, it's not your duty to perform a weekly sermon on Sunday. I can sell you some useful accessories for it. I also have a small task for you. Just talk to me when you're ready. To go. The air is so dry here, my skin can't stand it for long. Okay, so now I have to, every Sunday... Darn it, I can't pick this up. I have no inventory room. I'm going to have to destroy this blood. So now I have faith. Faith is an actual object. It's an actual item. It's faith. I need a trunk in here, but I can't build one. I need to be able to store my sermon in here, so I don't have to carry it around all the time. Let's go downstairs and see what's down here. So there's an area over here I can't get to. I need wood to clear it out. Let's see what we can build here. I can build a study table. I can build trunks. Study table requires like glass. Okay, I can bash down these bookshelves. Oh wait, this is the area next to my morgue. So yeah, these underground areas are all connected. So this is a study table. I need science. I need to generate science, and I know how to do that from watching somebody else. Let's chop down this bookcase. Aw, my axe broke. I mean, I've never fixed it, so it kind of makes sense.